Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of FanFuel Motorsports Podcast. This is the podcast where fans fuel talk about motorsport. My name is Alex Harrington. I'm joined by two special. Oh, shoot, it just started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to FanFuel Motorsports Podcast. I'm Alex Harrington, and I'm joined with two very special guests tonight, Terry Freer and Nicholas Presley. And we are here to announce a partnership between the podcast, fanfuelmotorsports.com, and these two guys who are putting on an event that we will get to shortly. First off, let's introduce who everybody is. So, Terry, why don't you let us know a little bit about yourself?
My name is Terry Freer. I am 26 years old from Lapeer, Michigan. I am a CNC machinist and a race fan since I was a kid. That's pretty much it.
All right, and a little bit about yourself, Nick.
Uh, my name is Nicholas Presley. I'm a 20-year-old from the city of New York. I've always loved stock car racing, and when I got into sim racing, I've been having a blast so far. Hopefully, one of these days I'll get to be able to enjoy the real thing just as much.
Yeah, I
I'm
think we're
a
all.
college.
Oh, go
No,
ahead.
yeah. Oh, I'm a college sophomore at QCC, and I'm really enjoying that. Um, Hoping to get my digital arts degree soon.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
Yeah.
cool. So we all three kind of got connected in very interesting ways. You can see the background behind me. That's the car that I run in the All American ARCA series, and that's how Terry and I met. Of course, he is my teammate on the FanFuel Motorsports team in that series, along with Shane Gentry, who could not be here tonight. But Terry, how did you and Nicholas Presley come to be?
Me and Nick met, uh, I want to say January of this year, from a league called ARCS, Alliance Racing Championship Series. We had a 4 hours of Daytona on Forza Motorsport 7, and that was the first time that I remember racing with Nick.
Yeah, and that was at the time I had just gotten an Xbox and a computer because I was getting ready to return to sim racing uh, for the first time after COVID had began. Um, and I was also looking for a league for the first time. That 4 hour race just happened to be my first race in a league event, and I had a lot of fun running around with the track with Mayo. He was really fast, and I said, "Man, I got to get that fast in a lot of these tracks." My return to iRacing, we've worked together really well since. We like building setups on restrictor plate tracks. That's really fun, especially in those '87 cars. We're currently working on a few now, but overall, I that we've really hit it off since that day in January.
Yeah, so you talked about you guys making restrictor plate setups and everything, and Terry when he came to the league looking for a team that we're in, um, he said that he was a god on plate tracks, or at least he was told by other people that he was a god on plate tracks, and that led you guys to put something together for a special event. You guys ready to announce what you guys are putting on?
Yes, we are. We would like to announce January 8th, 2022, we will be having the Winter Beach Day 400. It is going to be 400 miles at Daytona International Speedway with the NASCAR ARCA Menards Chevy Impala on iRacing. We would like to have 43 drivers enter this race, and we will be racing for a prize of up to $175.
That's right. Um, he came to me with an idea, a wonderful idea for a race using the ARCA cards on Daytona, and I thought, yeah, this can work. So we worked out some things like the entry price and the prize pool. Um, this we don't have a limit to how many entries can be in the race, but at the end of the day, only 43 get to make the field, and we already have almost 60 signups. So we're making very good progress, um, while still being so far away from the event still. And that makes me happy because I'm looking forward to putting on more events, not just with Mayo and with FanFuel, but with all the competitors that have lined up so far to be a part of this race, but all the ones that are coming, they're going to be coming in between now and race day.
Yeah, and as such, I want to go ahead and tack on that FanFuel Motorsports is going to be helping sponsor this race. We're adding to the prize pool a little bit, and so it's going to be $175 to win the Winter Beach Day 400 at Daytona, and to finish second, we'll be paying for $85 and $35 to finish third, and the entry fee is only $1. And guys, there's a bunch of other stuff. With how you guys are conducting getting to January 8th. So let's go into some of the rules for getting there for each of these drivers once they enter. And then also we're also putting on a qualifying day the day before.
Would you like to take that, Nick?
Sure. So the day before the race, January 7th, all entries who have paid their $1 entry fee are going to be given the password to the qualifying session, which is going to be an open practice session in which we send you out one by one. The top 30 from that session are going to be qualified for the race. Afterwards, we will ask those who ranked 31st to 43rd, hey, do you want to keep your time or do you want to go again in round two? If you decide to go again in round two, your round one time is deleted, and you guys, everyone else goes again in round two, and the top 13 from round two are going to make up the rest of the field.
So this is going to be kind of a bump day situation. How did you guys come to a conclusion that you guys wanted to do that?
I guess we just we wanted to put the IndyCar and the NASCAR world into one, I suppose.
You know,
And
bump day was always an exciting thing. So, and you know, you go to Indianapolis, people love to see bump day. I think it's an exciting element of, you know, auto racing. It's an exciting form of qualifying, and we said, why not have it here?
yeah, and there's also something interesting is that we're not just having this race in January. You guys are putting on weekly races for practice and stuff. So, kind of tell the folks who might want to get in on this big show how they can come and practice with you guys weekly and what the rules are there and participation requirements and stuff like that.
We are going to be hosting. For right now, we're doing one practice race every week, usually on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It would be a 40-minute practice session. Please excuse my dog barking behind me. It will be a 40-minute practice session, 10 minutes of qualifying, where you will only get 2 hot laps by yourself, and then a 40-lap practice race. And basically, it's so that we all can get familiar with how each other drives on the track so that we don't have any surprises come race day. And it will also allow us to figure out, if somebody might not be able to make the cut because they just don't have what it takes to be able to run in a pack of 43 cars, just so that we have a good, clean race and not, I guess, what a lot of league racers would call a wreck fest. So this is just to kind of gauge where everybody's at and get used to each other so that when race day happens, we can put on a good show.
Got anything to add there, Nick?
Yeah, and at time in the very early stages of taking an entrance, what we did was we had open test sessions available for people that saw the name of the session, thought, hey, this looks interesting. We actually got quite a few entrants that way. And at some point I'd like to start that back up. Um, you know, because then we invite them to the Discord, they sign up and it's wonderful. So many people are already in there and with so many more to come, I really think we're gonna I really think that the if you just keep putting up sessions that about this interesting thing, you can bring people in that really do that like what we're doing. And I think I want to do this as well from the get go when we start planning any future events that we may have.
Right, and we had talked about future events and stuff like that. This is something that FanFuelMotorsports.com really wants to get into, and that is branching out more than just IRL motorsports. In real life, we talk about NASCAR, we talk about IndyCar, we talk about um, we'll be talking about some World of Outlaws stuff over the off season, as well as just local short tracks and stuff like that on our website with fan input. But something that's very interesting is the internet racing, iRacing for short, is a great way to make friends and also participate in the sport that is a lot more expensive to do in real life. And it's turned into this whole thing where we've got the NASCAR series. We've got the Firecracker 400 that we briefly kind of hinted towards when you guys were talking about the 87s and you guys making setups for that and stuff. But that's something that we want to kind of insert ourselves into because there's a great community there. So I did want to go ahead and throw up here at the bottom a link to the Discord. So if you just go there, you guys can join the Discord for the Winter Beach Day 400, and we can start potentially getting entry fees and stuff like that. But with that, what does the iRacing platform and sim racing mean to you guys? And going forward, what are some of your plans to kind of expand, just not just this 400-mile race, but in the future?
Well, I would like to hopefully this year, if it doesn't happen this year, then maybe next year. But I would like to be able to get into the Firecracker 400 one day and be able to race the 87 cars at Daytona for 160 laps against the likes of Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Kyle Busch and everybody else that tries to get in it. I personally think that that's the best car in the game for that track, or service, as some people call iRacing. And they're just a ton of fun to race there. I'd like to be able to race that race. I would also like to eventually work my way up to the eNASCAR, the Coca-Cola series, if I can. I'd at least like to try to get there anyway. What about you, Nick?
Well, in terms of 2022, I actually am going to be making a run in the Road to Pro qualifier. Hopefully, I'll be able to, work with some of my teammates on setup building, junk like that, so that we can progress our way. We can all progress our way into the hopefully at least the secondary series, which is the qualifier for the Coke series. As for other plans, I also want to qualify for the top split of this year of the 2022 iRacing Indianapolis 500. I have a lot of fun in the Indy cars on that track, and I pride myself in my 4-lap pace. It's something I work on all year round, and one of the things I want to put on more events like the one we're putting on with Mayo. I also want to work with Mayo so that we also will make the Firecracker 400 field. We were workshopping setups a lot last time out, and next time out we're just gonna keep doing that.
That's great. I know we're looking forward to opening this partnership up for more special events and stuff down on the road. I did want to thank you guys for letting me and the rest of the FanFuel Motorsports crew come aboard to be able to kind of pitch this to a little bit more people here on Twitter, and also try and get some more of those people who are watching onto the roster list, and try and get more than 43 cars to show up for bump day, because that sounds fun. So I'm hoping it's going to be a really good show. I'm almost certain it will. I know racing the two of you in some of these practice events over the last couple of weeks has been really intense, even though we haven't had full fields because obviously people have obligations. So, um,
If these
is
practice
there?
sessions have any indication on how the real deal is going to be, this is going to be a wild show. My dog agrees. He's over here cheering in the background.
Yeah, the practice sessions, they've been going pretty good, and we've had a lot of exciting races so far from that angle. Still 2 months. It's still 2 months to race time, so there's plenty more room for more exciting practice races to come in preparation for the big day.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to get in on the Winter Beach Day 400, like we said, the entry fee is $1 with a chance to win 175. If you place second, you'll get $85, $35 to third, and then there are iRacing dollars for other superlatives during the 2 day show. You can go to that Discord link that's at the ticker down below to join the Discord and get in on all the action. Terry and Nick do a lot of prep work and stuff and getting everyone ready for each of the Saturday night sessions and knowing what the passwords are and getting everybody on board. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we hop off?
I'm just looking forward to the next session we have.
To all those who do want to join, I gotta say good luck because we got a lot of fast people in here. But we are looking forward to racing with you as well.
Yeah, so thanks for watching. We'll be live Thursday night with Keith Merrick, and be sure to come on Twitter and watch that. It should be a fun show. These guys have got a race here in about 45 minutes, so wish them some good luck. And thanks, and we'll see you next time.